Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about syllogism, moral reasoning, and a real world topic, racialized discrimination in dating. We'll look at how we construct arguments, figure out how they hold up, and dive into why personal choices might not be as simple as they seem. So let's jump right into it. First off, syllogisms are the backbone of logical reasoning. They're arguments with two premises leading to a conclusion. They know about. Here's a classic example. Premise 1, all humans are mortal. Premise 2, Socrates is human. Conclusion, Socrates is mortal. See how that's valid? But to make it sound, both premises have to be true. So if I said, all cats can fly, Daisy's a cat, that means Daisy can fly. This is valid because the conclusion follows logic, but it's not sound because cats definitely don't fly. So syllogism helps us evaluate arguments logically. Cool, right? I like syllo. Let's use this for moral reasoning. Check this out. Premise 1, if we can help someone in need, we are morally obligated to do so. Premise 2, we can donate money to help starving people. Conclusion, therefore we are morally obligated to donate to starving children. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But if you don't agree with the premise, like maybe you think moral obligations depend on how much harm it could cause to you. This is why breaking down moral arguments with syllogisms helps us pinpoint where disagreements come from. It's not just about your feelings or your emotions. It's about your logic. Ew. What? Now let's talk about racialized dating preferences. Some people say it's just my personal preference, but here's the thing. Premise 1, judging people based on race perpetuates harmful stereotypes. Premise 2, racial preferences in dating are judgments based on race. In conclusion, racial preferences perpetuate harmful stereotypes. This raises big ethical questions. If we wouldn't accept racial bias in schools or workplaces, why is it okay in dating? Plus, it's not really about the attraction level. It's often about an unconscious bias, like very subconscious feelings. So recognizing this helps us treat people as individuals, not just stereotypes. Why does all of this matter? Because logic and morality helps us think better about tough decisions. Whether society wants fair, addressing biases, or just making sense of arguments, these tools make us more thoughtful and compassionate. Take racial preferences in dating. If we challenge those biases, we can create more inclusive and equal connection. Or think about moral arguments. Knowing how to spot valid reasoning can make us better at debating and understanding each other. So next time you hear an argument, ask yourself, is it valid? Is it sound? And what's the bigger moral picture here? You'll be surprised on how often this comes in handy. I've had experiences with people where I've got an argument with them and I'll think in my head like, is this going to benefit me? Is this a long-term argument? Does this really matter? And at the end of it, I'll be thinking like, this is such a short term, this is just based off emotion. There was no logic in this argument. It just came to me because they were feeling emotional. They know about... Alright, that's a wrap on Unit 5. We covered syllogisms, moral reasoning, and the ethics of racialized dating preferences. These aren't just abstract ideas, they help us navigate real world issues. So if you got any moral dilemmas or arguments that you've been debating, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them and talk about them with you guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep asking the big questions. It'll take you somewhere. See you next time.